Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, CEOs. Today, though, you have become CEOs. You are
Yes.
pitching for your company.
What a proud moment.
Very, very warm welcome to you to this first edition of Shark Tank. So let me say
Shark Tank.
Let me say a couple of things here. For everything that we are doing here is in fun, is in that spirit of just learning about each other. We wanted to add in a touch of movie, in a touch of making you feel like you're in a reality show. That is the only subject here. We are not looking for perfect pitches. We are not looking for perfect business plans. We are just doing this for fun and to discover with each other what it is that we want to do, what it is that we want to do. Some of you will also have questions for the other members. Please ask your questions. Please get in there, and we will try to keep the, because there are a lot of people, we try to keep this short. We will try to keep this simple. Please take everything with a pinch of salt. Us saying that there is a problem with this idea, us saying that there is this, does not mean that your idea is bad or it is not working. All right, so let me declare some of a couple of few rules. All of you will get 2 minutes for your pitch. I will also be playing a timer, so at exact 2 minutes the timer will go off, and you will you will have to stop.
If you have a lot to say, prepare in your own mind. What is the most important thing that you want to tell us?
Already told you what an elevator pitch is. That is that exact thing you will be doing. Some of you don't have any products, so it's okay. You tell about yourself, what you want to do, what you want to establish, and do it. We will be helping you. No need to be scared. No need to be nervous. We are all friends here. We are all learners here. You have to understand, all of us here are at a very basic level. So some of you have joined in for the first time. This is part of what we do for our platinum members. We have started a social media month where I'm helping people develop their businesses, to get in further work on their ideas. So you're welcome to see here how an idea business can be taken in. Everyone's feedback is important. Please do not wait that I will listen to only my feedback. Everything that we say in this class today is going to be relevant for each
100%.
Right? So let me see who wants to be the first volunteer. Who wants to go first? Let's see who has it. Priya, Vishal.
Yes, love the spirit.
Oh,
Are you adding any sound effects?
So let's go. Let Priya start. Right after Priya, it's going to be Mayuresh, then Muri. I am writing down the names, so I forget. After Priya, it's going to be Mayuresh. It's going to be Muri. Super. So Sadhna, at the count, let me set up my timer. 1 second. All the best.
Set the timer from
okay. Keep it near to her so that you can hear. You are on mute. You can unmute yourself and we can start.
How much?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Unmute yourself. Oh, you're not able to unmute. Okay, I'm sorry. You set up the timer. And now you can unmute.
Yeah, I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, great. So I guess I should start with Hey Sharks or Hey Arts or whatever it is. So basically my name is Priya. So I have been a fitness and health enthusiast all along. And I have been working on wellness for a long time, but it's always been for somebody else. So I wanted to do something on my own. So I have named my business as Wellness on the Go. So basically, according to WHO, that is WHO, lifestyle diseases claim up to 40 million lives annually. So these lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, PCOS, thyroid crop up just because, of the way you lead your life. There's no bacteria, no virus, and hence it can be prevented by managing physical activity, food, stress, and sleep. Okay. By the way, obesity also is a lifestyle disease. And in India, out of every 4 people, 1 is obese. And you know what is one of the top 3 reasons for not following a healthy lifestyle? One of the top 3 reasons is I am busy. I don't have time. Okay, so I thought, why not do something specifically for the so-called busy people? So thus through Wellness on the Go, we will offer like a comprehensive tool, resources designed specifically for busy individuals to teach them, no matter how busy they are, they can develop a healthy lifestyle. So this will cater to their physical health, mental health, emotional health. So no, it's more about assessing that particular client's or man or woman's persona, what are their requirements, pain points, challenges, and rather than just sticking to a diet plan, exercise plan, yoga plan, this plan, it's all about making one small relevant change at a time. It's about super customized biohacks based on whatever their persona has been assessed. It can be as small as when they can include box.
So your time has ended. I will have to make a stop at it. So this is how it's going to be. You have to, I would recommend that all of you keep a timer in front of you as well to get remembered to it. But Priya, very, very well done. So the very first part of Priya's why I enjoyed it so much is, now this is a tip for all of you. She started with facts. She did not say, I think fitness should be there. I think fitness is it. Correct. She gave very relevant WHO facts. She started saying that the World Health Organization is saying, I am not saying. So established credibility right then and there. But one feedback for you is it was almost 1 minute till you were talking about the facts and all this. These are facts generally people know. Health zaruri hai, ye zaruri hai. So you could switch it down to 30 seconds. The second part of it, I really like that you have a very clear USP that I want to do it for busy people who have busy schedules and dictate. This is not for everyone. This is for busy people who are not able to get it. Comprehensive tools and resources, physical health and mental health, assess persona, lot of things. So I will tell you what the one problem I see here is you are trying to achieve a lot of things. You are saying you are going to help them with their physical health. You are going to give them mental health. And at the same time, you are going to give them customized reports based on their persona as well. So this might be very good. So why do you think we haven't included physical health in the Zen gym? We could have done that also. Everything we are doing for mental health, we get a instructor there for physical health, we kare and doing it. We are planning to do it. It's because of the scale. We won't be able to keep individual reports for everyone because just imagine today you will be able to do this for 10 students, 15 minutes. But what if you have 50 people, giving each one of them a customized diet, giving them accountability? That is going to be a problem for this. So you will have to develop a very high technical tool. Your focus should not be on the, you can't make anything special through what wellness offer. It has to be a platform. It has to be an app that gives very easy one. Here, can you tell me who is your biggest competitor, Priya?
There are a lot of wellness apps. I work for our wellness app myself. It is called as Healthify Me. So there's.
Oh, you're working for Healthify?
Yes.
I am a user of Healthify.
Wow, great to know.
I'm a paid user of Healthify.
Wow, awesome. Glad to know that.
So who else are your competitors? Tell me in this wellness.
Yeah, there's CultFit, there's Ultra Human, then there's SugarFit, and there are lots of them. Yeah.
How are you going to distinguish? So all of you know, so each one of them used a certain person to do it. Fitter used its trainers to show their strength and do it. CultFit focused on their community, that you come together, you enjoy together. Healthify focused just on starting on tracking your meals. We are not asking you to do anything, track your meals. So how are you going to attract people? What is going to be your thing to get in people to be there?
Okay, so what I thought was, when it comes to busy people, this is what my experience says is a diet plan or a workout plan or something which is planned for a week, for a month, really doesn't work. we have to start very small. It has to be small biohacks based on that particular person's no requirement. Like a person who feels hunger pangs at 5 o'clock, he has to know exactly what to do at that time. It is not about the diet, because I, being a nutritionist, following a diet, so it just stuck to the fridge and it never gets followed. So it's about the small tips. So I know just want to concentrate on this rather than giving importance to the plans, rather than those reminders, small tips which they can get at that particular time when they need it.
How small tips? Tell me, like what notification will I get at 4 p.m. to do?
Okay, so 4 p.m. is the time where you feel no, most hungry, probably, or you're craving. So, like, you can have this instead of this, X instead of Y, or probably something, a reminder on Saturday as to these. This is your grocery shopping list, and this is what you need to get, which you can use at 4 o'clock every day. Okay, or a tip. Sorry.
I love this idea. Actually, Ananya has also correctly said it. There is an app called Hex, which actually is already doing this. Apart from that, I think that you have tapped the right crowd, busy people, but you have to understand sending them notifications, etc. will not. If somebody is busy, wo conveniently ignore karega. Like even us, we send at least 3 reminder messages for a workshop. If a person is busy, they will not see. So you have to make it, your first area would be to make people aware. You have to kind of create a FOMO, scare people into thinking that if you are a busy person, then you need this the most. It can't be. So Niranjan and me use this dialogue while talking to people about it. This workshop is not for somebody if you have time. It is for people who don't have time. So you will need to work on a very big social media strategy, get in more entrepreneurs on the board, tell them and lead by example. More than these small changes, I would focus on a macro change for this. Because I know agar 4 baje, if I'm in the middle of a meeting and somebody tells me, no, don't drink this tea, drink this, I will still choose the tea because it's convenient. Okay, but wonderful plan. Go ahead. You have this whole community behind us. We are all ready to test.
I wanted to ask
now,
a question,
Niranjan.
Yeah.
Tell me about a user journey. Let's say I am your customer. How, from where do I find you, and what is the value I can get out of you? Explain to me the entire process.
Okay, so basically what I was thinking is it's about having a limited number of clients. Okay, and of course it is going to be a group. It's not going to be only me. Okay, so when first you come to us and you want to find out, its first thing is all about this. The most crucial thing is assessing your persona. It's very important to know your particular, what is Niranjan's pain point? What is Niranjan's challenge? Okay, what challenges he has faced before when he tried working on his fitness in his busy schedule.
Okay.
So that is the first thing. So you may say, no, I absolutely don't have time to work out. So what about 5 minutes in between, whenever your timetable allows, like say between 11 to 11:05, 5 minutes, what you can do just sitting on the chair, on your desk, just shutting off your laptop or just sleep mode. Okay, so based on your persona, making these tips, say about 10, not 12, not more, because the more we give, it becomes difficult to follow. Absolutely. So the task for you will be this week, Niranjan, you're going to do this. That's it. No diet, no exercise. This is what you're going to do. And then you're going to get that sense of accomplishment. Oh, I did this. Oh, it was great. I want to do more.
Right. So you're basically talking about personal consultation. You will be like a person, there'll be a personal trainer. You might be my trainer with whom I'll constantly be in a dialogue with, a conversation with.
Yes.
And every time I'll keep getting small hacks where I will be going. See, a big problem with such personal kind of challenges is that, and even I hold a one-to-one classes. Okay. After a certain number, I cannot hold anymore. We cannot hold.
That's what I said. It is not scalable.
It's not scalable.
She said, I'm going to look for small clients only. And
yes, more in sort of a vocation, because I already have a profession related to this, which I'm already doing. So I just want to do it in more in terms of that vocation kind of a thing.
Priya, but I'll tell you something. This is one of my clients, Diksha Malik. I have worked with her, and when she started her page was like some 2,000, 3,000 followers. Today she has 270 followers. So I had helped her build this social media profile and how to do it. So what happened is she also used to follow this method only. She was very personal touch she would give people. She would do it and she would follow up on WhatsApp. Hey, have you done this? Hey, have you run this? But her issue started coming that more and more clients started coming. And then she had to say no to them because she could not take it and she got
I know.
burnt out.
And the problem, a big problem with is that for you to go in a profit, see, if your business is not going in a profit, it is going to die out because your competitors are growing. For you to
Absolutely.
grow in profit, you have to charge more.
So,
And how much will you charge?
right. Don't ask detailed question. It's just for fun. Okay. So Priya, I have two questions. I have two suggestions for you. One
Sure,
suggestion,
sure.
a very good point you put it. People need to feel good that I have done this, that sense of accomplishment. If you could perhaps do something like for every activity to do, they get some points and then in the end,
Wow.
they can redeem the points to buy something. For example, you
Superb,
get
yeah.
in touch sugar lipsticks. Okay. So a working woman, if she gets like 100 points in a week, she can avail it to get an offer on sugar. So give them this, that this week your goal is to get 200 points and after 200 points you unlock and you get this for free.
I like that.
Amazing. Yeah.
That
I
people
love
will
that
keep
idea.
on getting motivated. So here
Correct,
your work should be on collaboration with people. What
Yeah.
can you get to get them? So they will get their promotion on your thing and do it. So I'm strongly saying that focus on, you know, your fitness and part is clear to you. Focus on building the tech for it. That there should be an app where every day
Where
healthy
step
5
by
minutes
step process.
register kar raha hai. So today meal planning done +1 points. I drank 8 glasses of water. It automatically sums and tells them that it is doing.
Sure, sure.
Your business will be in autopilot only.
Correct.
Great, great.
Yeah. Go on to the next person. Before
Yes.
that, one final suggestion is that
Yeah.
you go or in the starting phase, rather than catering to multiple personas on this, you need to have one specific user customer, one or two specific user customers for which you're providing a certain template for a program where they can tick off. At that current stages, they only have 5 minutes to exercise. So you're telling them they can sit in the chair and do squats or something like that. So from there, that is your first customer. You solve their problem. Slowly you can add the persona and you can extend, you know,
Expand. Yeah, got it.
yes, you can make it much more intuitive on the go.
Yeah.
Please hydrate yourself. I wish I could give
So,
points to all of the
Very,
people for
but amazing. I love this.
right? You
Thank
can
you.
people who have commented and you can ask them questions. You
Sure.
all
Sure.
the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Next is a person I've been wanting to talk to for a very long time. Ritika, you have a little time, no? After Mayuresh, you go.
Mayuresh.
I have some guests at home. If you don't mind, can I go?
Oh, you want to go now? Sure.
Yeah.
Mayuresh is there. So
Mayuresh, are you okay with that?
Yes, absolutely. No problem.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with a little poem, and I know I'll try to stick to my time. I have about 2-3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So
2 minutes
this-
exactly. Niranjan is setting a timer. 2 minutes
So-
exactly.
This poem is titled Bachpana. खुल के हंसते थे, खुल के जीते थे, जो दिल कहता था वही करते थे, ना गुजरे दिन का बोझ, ना आने वाले दिन की सोच, बस हर दिन कोई एक नई खोज करते थे। कभी खाली गत्ते के डब्बे बन जाते थे महल, तो कभी चौक से सारी जमीन भर देते थे, कभी घंटों खेल कर आने के बाद रसोई की हर चीज खत्म कर देते थे। मांझे से उंगलियां भी कट जाती थी, पटाखों से आंखें धुआं धुआं भी हो जाती थी, घंटों कोशिश करके वो पक्का रंग भी छुड़ाते थे, कंजक पर 10वीं पूरी भी खा जाते थे। दोस्त से खटपट, बहन से लड़ाई, माँ की डांट भी पड़ती थी, पर जल्द ही सब भूल जाते थे। आखिर गर्मियों की छुट्टियों के होमवर्क के लिए यही सब लोग तो काम आते थे। ट्रेन के धक्के भी झूले की तरह लगते थे, उतने ही अच्छे जितना प्लेन के सफर के सपने। थोड़ा था, थोड़े की जरूरत थी, उसी खुशी में सब जिए जाते थे। सबको याद आते हैं बचपन के वो सिंपल दिन, पर अगर हम इतनी सी बात समझ लेते कि मजा बचपन में नहीं बचपने में है, तो उम्र भर बचपन की मिठास लेकर हम जी सकते थे। Hi, my name is Ritika. I'm a positive parenting coach and the founder of the Parent Academy. My mission is to bring the concept of happy, yelling-free, simplicity-filled, positive parenting experience to 1 million families in the next 10 years. I am the world's first parenting coach to use nature healing, creative writing, storytelling, and brain coaching to enable awareness and joy of parenting. I do this through my online coaching programs, my podcast, and my healing parenting community. As a published children's author, I bring my experience of nurturing emotional intelligence in children and loving kindness in the heart of parents. I bring my decade-long experience of working with schools, parents, and children to the Parent Academy, and I can't wait to create a happiness revolution in families in India and beyond. Thank you.
Superb and exactly under 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Can I have a round of applause from all of you guys? Give us a round of applause.
She's a star.
She is an absolute star. It was a beautiful introduction and she finished in 1 minute. Some of you might be like, "Ye poem kya ho raha hai? Kya chal raha hai?" You don't get Hindi, but it was a poem about childhood, how the simple bliss and joys of childhood. It brought me right back to my childhood and I was thinking of it. She's included words like nature healing, community driven, million smile, positive parenting coach. It was a very, very good thing. But I'll tell you very honestly, where are you, Ritika? Did you fall?
Very nice.
I thought you fell. It was beautiful, inspiring, and there it. But I'll tell you what, through this entire thing, I could not understand what is the problem statement that is being solved. One word I heard that the hassle-free crying and doing it is
Yelling free, yeah.
I would have loved it if you would have talked to me about results also, that, you know, I can, if your child is a fussy eater, I can, you know, encourage you to become how to have his meals on time. More practical examples, if you had given, that would have struck a chord exactly with me. Okay, now because as a parent, I would be like, okay, this will help my kid, but how? Are you understanding?
I get it. So I tell you what happened. I didn't time myself, and I'm surprised you said that I finished in 1 minute, because had I timed myself for this pitch, I would have gone to the problem statement saying, you know, are you experiencing day-to-day frustrations? Are you not able to connect, bond with your child? So the problem statement, the lack of preparation on my part led to not talking about that. But I wanted to share this poem. I wrote this about 3 years ago. So I thought maybe.
Wow, you wrote it. I thought it's a good poem anyway. You wrote
it. No. Actually, I abbreviated it. I didn't say the whole thing, but I wrote it. I mean, this is just what I feel when I raise my child. Like, I go back to the 90s parenting, and one of the things that I want to do is hashtag bring back 90s childhood.
You got a customer.
So Ritika, tell me one thing, then what is the problem you are facing? Then though you have an academy already, you are doing well. Where is it that you are stuck?
I'm not stuck anywhere. I'm actually just getting started. So all the things that I mentioned, I have yet to do my first podcast. I have yet to make my community. So I just sort of left my corporate job in the month of December or mid-January. So it's just been like a month and a half that I've started putting together the website, the landing page, everything sort of there. So, so the idea is that I'm not stuck anywhere. I'm getting started. So I met you guys at the right time because I'm using you as my mentors to understand how to monetize this, how to make a business out of it, because I can do anything with the goodness of my heart, but how long will I do it unless I'm able to make a business out of it, which I can see you two have a very good handle on. You are very, very true to your mission, but you are doing a good job of making a business out of it.
So Ritika, you are actually, the fact that you still have everything clear and doing it is there. But some of the issues that you are going to face, one is the pricing part, because this is something, it's a value-based thing. You're changing lives. It's not a product that you can standard do it. Some parents will need 10 classes. Some might have an issue that is just 2 classes away. One way I can see you is taking group classes, because if you start taking individual one-to-one, there will be a lot of pressure for you to show results. Kisi ka bachcha hai, he has a problem of stealing. Okay, he has a problem, or there's a kid who bullies his classmates. So these will be kids who will need very special attention, and you will have to show results. And because there's no proven method, these are things you will have to learn and do it. Rather than focusing on one-to-one clients, you should start coaching academy. Mayuresh ka bhi next is going to be this also. Take group classes like we do. Put parents on a standard plan rather than trying to customize each. That way you'll be able to reach out to more. So your first year plan should be that at the end of this year, I at least have 3,000 people I've reached. Then after this, these people, when they see results from you, they will start asking for one-to-one consultation. That's when you charge the higher money and get it there. Don't start with one-to-one in the beginning, because it will get very difficult. You will be lost in just 5-6 case studies. build case studies this entire year.
Yeah, that's my plan. So I'm not in any rush. I'm in for the long haul. So how I'm approaching this is the Parent Academy will have pre-recorded courses. So there'll be a course on yell-free parenting. There'll be a course on, let's say, building growth mindset, another course on building emotional intelligence in children. And they'll be priced at like a mid-range. I would say, I'm thinking in the range of 3 to 4K. And anybody around the world can buy it. But of course, I'm going to start with the Indian market, however that works. And then they buy it. And then that buying of that leads to something else. It should lead to, let's say, them joining my community. I mean, that's longer term thing. Right now, I'm just in the process of fleshing out my coursework, and then I'll be recording. So I've also talked to a recording studio. Otherwise, I'll use any like a corner in my parents' house or something like that. And I'm going to be recording these videos, making them not bite-sized exactly, but like 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and they'll be like 40, 50, something like that. So that's the point. I
Please
don't
start
want to spread
focusing on
myself
digital
thin.
marketing.
I don't want to spread myself thin with individual clients. I don't have the capacity.
Absolutely. Please start focusing on digital marketing because it's a very competitive space. Your biggest chunk of earnings will go in running ads because this is going to be very, very extremely cost intensive, not in terms of recording, but because I tell you, I was researching for Mayuresh and you to get into parental ads. I am getting ads every left, right, center. So it's not that it's not a new field as such. Now people are catching up on this field, so you'll have to spend on digital.
I will. That is where I'm taking the USP as nature inspired. I'm taking USP as creative writing, and you guys have inspired me so much. I don't want to take up everyone's time, but just wanted to say I need your help with digital marketing. And I already signed up for that Saurav Jain's thing. And now don't give me a shock saying that it's no good, because I've already taken it. I've written to him that if you're not good, I'll ask for a refund because you already warned me. But I hope it's not going to be all money down the drain.
No money is something to other you will learn. That's
I believe, right? Even if you get something, it's worth it.
So Ritika, how many have you worked with? Any parents before? Have you created results with them? Like, how do you know what to put in the courses? Is this your first time starting out, or have you worked in this?
I have not, but I've not done parental coaching on these aspects, but I've worked in the education sector for 10 years. So I've worked with schools and parents and educators on building growth mindset and using technology in schools. So I have interacted with them very intimately on those topics, but my entire parenting, in like the journey of me raising my 9-year-old, now 9-year-old, has taught me, because I have taken so many courses. I am sort of taking like certification courses from left, right, and center. Like they're good courses, brain coaching, lots of different things. And I've used it on myself. So that's where I'm coming from. Plus whatever I've learned in the education sector.
Very nice. Okay.
Superb, Ritika. A lot of the social media we have to start working on. You'll have to do this. Yes.
Okay, so here, see, right now you already left your work, you're starting, and you're just, you're you're ready, all set to go, right? So in this case, what you actually need to focus on, what you need to focus on is actually now bringing in revenue. You're right. You have to start bringing in revenue. So these are the things that you have to learn. You know your content, you know your thing, you have experience, so you already know what to do.
Yeah.
What you have to learn, and this thing is how to hold a webinar, how to upsell, right? How to market it consistently, how to upsell. You'll have to learn about ads. You'll have to learn about what you say. You spoke about podcasts and all that, right? Your first step should be in creating profits and revenue. So focus on webinars, focus on how to run ads correctly, how to upsell, how to bring in the profits. You have to work on those areas first. And then slowly, as you have it, podcast, YouTube, other content can be other avenues from where you're getting more clients, more people are listening to you, more people are coming to you. Do not make the mistake of putting too much time into just content creation in the beginning. I've done that before. Your focus should be right now on actually.
And Ritika, focus on leads. Okay, you have in the messages, so many people have already messaged you that I'm interested. Write down their numbers and contact them. Okay,
how do I do that?
That's a tip of the day.
That's a tip of the day.
So now we'll move on. Mayuresh, you go next. Kimira, after Huri, you can do. After Huri, I think. Yeah, after Huri, there's Divya. After Divya, you can go there. Kimira next. So Mayuresh, I am
Yes,
ready
hi.
for you.
I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible.
So we
Where
start.
are you? Where are you? Why can't I find Mayuresh? Yes. So Mayuresh is a similar domain. He has a similar domain with this. So he will be doing. Okay, Abneet. So the order is, I'll just repeat the order. Give me 1 second, Mayuresh.
Yes.
Uri, Divya, Kimira,
Set
Abneet,
the timer.
Saurav.
Irish, before you start,
Yes.
let's just set the time. Okay?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
Hi, I am Mayuresh, a former scientist and a budding parenting coach of my own company, Mastering Adulthood. In 2019, after leaving my research job of 12 years, I started working towards my liking in training, teaching, and counseling for kids. I always used to like spending time with kids, so that amazed me, and I started working on workshops for the kids. Soon later, after 1 year, me and wife had a good news, and we were expecting. So that changed my mindset. I was totally happy, and I learned that after this, parenting is going to be an additional responsibility on my shoulders. I started researching and learning about parenting a lot, and I learned that parenting itself is not a difficult task, especially for young couples and for those couples who are in a nuclear family. So I started reading about it. I started researching about it, and I found that it is a need of time that coaching parents and for nurturing their kids in need of time. Therefore, I put forth this business model where I can be a parenting coach for the couple who are newly married, for those couples who are planning their baby. For that, what my business plan is, I am going to conduct workshops for young couples. I'm going to provide tips and useful content for working fathers, especially as I feel fathers are the people who are equally responsible for the nurturing of the child, and they are the person who doesn't get enough time for their kid. So my focus will be the working fathers. For that, I will be conducting one-to-one counseling sessions for all those struggling couple, and also I have a plan of having a group activities for engaging parents and kids together, where they can know their kid in a unique way.
Time up. So I had a gist of it. So I have to congratulate. So when Mayuresh came to me, I had done his Ikigai a couple of months back. He was very unclear. Now the kind of clarity he is. First of all, I love Mayuresh that you actually dressed up to give this pitch. You put your hair. This is the first time I'm seeing your hair all set up and doing it. I had told him during that time that instead he was focusing on couples. Most people do. But I told him that you can connect more with fathers, because fathers are the one who struggle the most. मम्मियों को ना ज्ञान देने के लिए lot of people are already there, but fathers के लिए नहीं है. So I'm really good that you thought along that area and you implemented what I told you. I'm very happy.
Thank you.
See, it's very cool that you're now working with fathers. Your positioning is that you're going to help fathers. So here, what you have to focus on, what you have to do is that you have to reach out more and more and more. Like where can you find the fathers who are actually struggling? Where can you find those high net individual fathers who are actually struggling to spend time with kids? And probably you can focus on them. You can focus on those specialized workshops for them and identify. See, what's most important is rather than different types of people are there, focus on one kind of person. Even fathers is a wide group. Focus on one kind, and then try working for them. Solve them.
Fathers with money.
Right.
Fathers with money.
Your focus should be on people with lots of money, very less time.
Understood.
So Mayuresh,
Thank
your
you.
first step, don't wait to build a social media profile. Don't build to course right now. You should already be connecting with fathers.
Correct.
You should,
Okay.
because that's how you'll understand the problem. You are basing all the problems based on what your problems are.
Correct.
Talk to 10, 15 more fathers. You don't have to charge money from them. Just start talking and say, hey, I am a struggling father. You are a struggling father. Let's talk to each other and let's discuss. You can start with topics like what are the books you are buying for your kid? What is the cheapest diaper that you are buying for kids? So start doing this research. Big part of this is not going to be a certification, not going to be study. It's going to identify what are the problems. So every person you meet, you should ask him, are you a father? Do you want to get in touch with me? And start interviewing and write down their questions.
Sure.
All the
Nice
best.
suggestion. Yes, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Very happy to see you.
Just work closely, work individually, and then slowly you'll be able to work with groups.
Thank you.
Start researching on it. This needs a lot of research. Okay.
Yes.
Huri, chalo. Let's start with Huri now.
Let's work with Huri. Yes.
Hi, my name is Huri. I'm a practicing psychologist since 12 years. Since the last 2 years, I'm running my own practice. So my business name is Happiness with Huri, is what I've thought. And my business idea is to have a one-stop place for people struggling with OCD. Being a psychologist, I have also suffered with OCD throughout my entire life, right from childhood, and a lot of family members too, and I have recovered. I'm happy to say that I am recovered today. And so I have gone through extensive training, therapy, self-work to be where I am, and I want that to reach to people. So the purpose is to help people with OCD or anyone with anxiety live a life free of fear and live to their fullest potential. That is my main purpose. Now, what I am thinking about, what all I can offer is individual counseling and psychoeducation, because most people don't know that OCD people think, oh, it's only washing hands, it's only organizing. But no, it's a lot more than that. For people here, OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder, where you get a lot of intrusive and disturbing thoughts, which forces you to go and do some compulsive behaviors. For example, in COVID, many of you all would have experienced this feeling that you get a thought that COVID ho gaya, to chalo jo bread ka packet aaya hai, usko bhi dete hain, usko bhi sanitize karte hain. It's that kind of feeling for a layman understanding for people who don't know what OCD is. But there are various types of OCD, right from relationship OCD to harm OCD, contamination OCD, lots and lots of types. So what all I will offer in this one-stop place, individual counseling and psychoeducation, pre and post testing. There are simple tests to identify the time you're spending on your obsessions and compulsions and the severity, so that they can measure how they are doing after every month. There will be the gold standard treatment for OCD is exposure and response prevention, which helped me a lot. So there will be an ERP plan in place with individualized worksheets. There will be family counseling, because without knowing, many people enable the compulsions. Arey, mera phone sanitize kar do na. Arey, ye pakdo na. Yahan pe haath dhuke do na.
Okay,
So family
time
counseling.
ends.
Okay.
Time finishes, but it was a very well done speech, Uri.
Very
First
well
of all, though, your business is a hit because you've got a very good niche. You found the right target. It's a very good pitch. Even though we had to stop you, I got a very good gist of exactly what you want to do. You got my attention with ERP based sheets. You talked about how the relationship OCD and all that. It was very well done.
Very nice. See, here I want to know, you're actually holding this classes. You're actually running it. I mean, is
So
it actually, are you doing it or is it in the planning?
No, I'm a practicing psychologist. So it's in 2 years I started my practice completely on my own. 12 years I worked in the best of institutions in Bombay. Now in 2 years, Niranjan, only by word of mouth, my practice has scaled by 700% from what I was earning when I started. In my first month itself, I earned as much that my salary was giving me, because I have worked with so many institutions. So people know me at mass level. So because I am associated with masses, word of mouth spreads like that, because people know me. So the credibility has been established, the face has been established. I'm good with the crowd, so I go and do. So today also they call me that, go and, take the workshop. They have a current counselor, but they're like, they're not happy, just come back. So they actually now pay me for 1 hour what they were paying me for 1 day of work at the job, to just go back and do the workshop. And I'm working across 5 countries, 5 to 6 countries. Now I lose the count. So I'm working across time zones. So this is my practice in counseling. But because I have recovered from OCD, and I want to share this with all of you, my therapist who actually finally helped me was a man whose wife had OCD and was suffering, and they went doctor shopping for 12 years. And after that, he was tired and he studied psychology and PhD. And I found him, and today I am treating his wife. It is amazing. It is full circle of life. It is such a way to give back. I'm so touched to do that. And I want to write. He's written his first book on his wife's OCD. I am hoping he will write the second book when she recovers. I'm really hoping that.
Where are you stuck, Puri, then? You are talking all about your achievements. I'm sure there's one part where...
I think where I'm stuck is scalability.
I think scalability. She's stuck at scalability.
Definitely. After the conversations that I'm listening, scalability. And this OCD thing is like, now I'm can say that I'm fully recovered, but OCD, you have to always stay recovered. It's like addiction. You can't drink, you can relapse. So OCD also you can relapse. So you have to stay recovered. So it was my dream to get recovered and be a living example. And one day probably give a TED talk on recovery, and it's possible. Because so I'm stuck. I'm not stuck. I'm stuck at scalability because now I need more hands under me. Secondly, this OCD idea is just an idea I came up with because of this homework. I started thinking, मेरा strength क्या है, मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? And I said, तेरा strength OCD है. I was like, यही तो तेरा strength है, तूने इसमें से recover तो किया है.
Wow, that is such a big thing. I thought you had this planned for a while. Now I'm grateful that I made you do the business ikigai.
Yeah, I have 2-3 ideas. I picked this one to pitch today because I knew that this is a niche and it is unique. And 1 out of 4, they say suffer. But Sanchari, I believe all my clients, I can tell you know what is the compulsion. I want to share, I want to use this platform. If you could give me 30 seconds, I want to share with everybody, there is nothing called overthinking. It is actually a mental compulsion. You get an automatic thought like a fly in your room and you start screaming elephant, 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 and you start engaging with that fly. And that is what is called overthinking. So if you all can use, there is a bucket technique, excuse the language, to that thought, that bucket hai to hai, I don't want to engage with you right now. You can break your over-analysis and overthinking. And also one of my niche is self-worth. I have created a self-worth module for feeling I am good enough. Again, with extensive work, I have realized that feeling good enough can solve perfectionism, guilt, fear of failure, a lot of self-esteem issues, procrastination. So self-worth is my other niche because I have developed.
Gauri,
My therapist was surprised.
First of all, when you write your book, I want my mention in it that after doing Sanchari's exercise only, I realized that OCD is my niche. You have to mention me in it. Secondly, I'm going to show you the example of this woman, Dr. Cutress. Most of you follow her. She also began with a very niche thing. She started talking about gynecological health. So she became an example of menstrual health. She started doing, and now she's one of the most followed people. Her book is also out. I want you to study her work because you are going in the direction that she is planning to go. She was very passionate about this and then she building into it. I want you to today go and read everything about it, buy her book, her journey, how she became from a doctor, how she to now an entrepreneur. This is, I think, one of the things that I could teach, I could show you the best, learn about her. That is
sure. Thank you. I'll look.
I
have the book.
Loved your energy. I love the way the confident way of speaking. Everything is amazing. And I strongly feel that you have a lot more that you want to share. And you're the kind of person who can add a lot of value to the community. So I certainly think that we should give you special time. Maybe you can hold another session, a guest session perhaps, where you talk more in depth, right? Right. More in depth about your journey, the challenges you came, how you started, how you overcame your psychological difficulty, how you started.
She will do it on her Instagram page. She will now start working because this has to be done with a lot of awareness. Jab awareness hi nahi hai, a OCD person has to find you and come to you. First of all, you know this very well. OCD people will not look for a cure unless and until it comes on their page and someone tells them there is hope for you. They are never going to actively work on it. So many of our mothers have it, but they don't see it as a disease.
They don't see it as a problem.
They don't see it can be cured or something. You have to spread on social media your word itself. I know I was thinking of you only, Saurav, and doing it. But never,
Can I ask a question?
Yes. We keep the questions in the end because a lot of people are there, or you ask it in the chat, she'll reply.
Yeah, I'll reply. Surely. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be happy to do it with you all and do it separately. I'm very open to online sessions and confident about it. I would love to share my journey.
So Divya, where are you? Let me find you. So let me get it after Divya. There's Kimila, Meet and Saurav. So let's start with you.
Hi.
Hello, Divya.
Hi.
Welcome to Art Tank. Give me 30 seconds as I just set your timer.
Set.
Let's go.
Hi, Art and Journal Shark. So I am Divya, presenting Everyday Styles, a fashion jewelry brand. We cater non-precious jewelry for women, men, and kids. So we have both modern and traditional style jewelry. I want every person to have more trendy, affordable jewelry options to style every day. So what's our differentiator? So we cater to both men and women. And we have a category where we have both like jewelry for moms as well as kids, which can be worn by both of them. So it is like we are just giving the extra hooks so that the size only matters. So we can just, adjust the jewelry. And then in our brand, we also buy back our old jewelry so that you don't have to junk it or you don't have to just stock it. And then we, so that you can replace it to a new trendy jewelry. And also we have a website which is very user-friendly. And then the advantages of the fashion jewelry is, as you all know, that you can everyday style and you have a lot of options than when you go to the precious metals like gold, silver, where you can have 1 or 2 sets in your life, or maybe even more if you're richer. But then the options are much lesser. And then also for the security reasons, if you go for a destination wedding, then you don't enjoy your wedding, but then you will be just, bothered about your lockers or suitcase, who has taken it, is it safe? And because you are just going to a destination where you have no control over the keys and locks of that place. And also there's these jewelry are always trendy. So you will be, using it from both casual as well as traditional wear. And the market size of this industry is $39 billion. And also this has a growth of 7% every year. And in Indian market, you have around $2 billion. Okay. Thank you.
So
and my ask, I cannot
first of
miss
all-
it. I will just take 1 second. I need 1%. I'm ready to give you 1% for lots and lots of your advice.
You can have 100. So first of all, Huri, first of all, Divya, I'm so amazed because it's not even been a month. You remember our first Ikigai session when you were sitting like this and you were like, I don't know what to do with my life. I've never thought of a business. I've never done. And look at you now. You are telling me, I think I have your Ikigai sheet right here. I was seeing it at that time. You were so, kya karu, I don't know. And look at you being so confident and coming up with this. I am in just speechless there. So now let's get on to this business plan. You started with saying that the golden that are part of it is because it will be both men and women. It will be both for moms and kids, and it will have a buyback pattern. You told me three USPs. Okay. Of all these 3 USPs, the one I think that people love the most also is the buyback one.
I didn't
That
understand.
is the one. So supposedly she sells me a necklace. After a few months, I've worn it out. I don't want to wear it anymore, this one. So she will buy it back to me and then she will resell it to some other user.
So buyback for discounted price, not like
discounted price, of course, because it is there. So first of all, you have to choose one clear definition for this. Your either USP can be the buyback, either the USP can be the mother and the kids one, which I really like. But there is going to be an issue in the design part. Mummy will be more probably into, I want to get a set for my sari. Daughter might be into jeans and all. So wahan pe I see it might be once or twice log le lenge, but there won't be repurchase in that. You can't build a brand because designs will limit you. Okay. And the third that you said, men plus women, why are you not thinking of something for LGBT then? Since you are okay with the woman thing, since you are already working with men ka quota you want to get in, why don't you start introducing LGBT friendly jewelry that is both unisexual? You can start talking out like gender free jewelry. You can start your own line of gender free jewelry that is for everyone, more inclusive, everything. And that I can work on. Buyback wala idea sounds very nice, but you are going to face a lot of thing in pricing. How much are you going to resell it for? Uska shipping ka paisa bhi aapko cost ho jayega. So you will be running into a loss every time you get it. And then you'll have to sell it to someone else also.
So buyback.
And then will they be again be able to
buyback is, sorry?
If, let's say, like Sari brought a jewelry and you bought it back from her and now you're selling it back to me. Okay. Let's say I'm someone else. I'm not her husband. I'm some random stranger and I'm getting it from you. Will I again be able to give it will I again be able to sell it back to you?
No, Niranjan, it's not like that.
How does that
It's
work?
not about reselling it. That's not the whole idea. It would be for a very minimum price. The only thing is like people, when they buy gold, you know, they have the mindset that they can always sell it, right? So that is one small thing that I want to introduce here, so that you give only 10% or 20% on your next purchase as an off, like discount, so that your business also goes big, and also people will be happy to give away their jewelry and, you know, buy more.
You'll have to work on it because you will be the end up putting up a lot of
Pricing would be-
loss. Your SKUs will increase. Then the shipping charge, tracking kahan se kya aa raha hai. Then people will start taking fayda of it. Ki main jaake, I will wear it for 2-3 parties. I will return it.
I'll return.
Mantra had a try-back option. It started in the beginning. It went down because of this only India behavior. So I will suggest, of all the 3 ones you want, the one you can work for is LGBT inclusive jewelry. That one's work for it. The mom plus kids, you
I
can
like that
work,
idea.
but the designs you'll have to be really very specific. You'll have to do a lot of research. What are moms liking? What are kids liking? I personally think the inclusive market, LGBT, since you said $39 billion का market है, LGBT का market भी बहुत grow हो रहा है. So work on that.
My suggestion to you will be, do not work on features. Okay, so in a business, for it to, are you there? I think video start.
No, it's fine.
For a business to attract its customers, a lot of people, what they play on is price and offers. Price, offers, or features. Features can be copied by someone who's more funded. Designs also can be copied by someone else. Then the price also can be lowered by someone who's able to create a much more bigger margin. They'll be able to beat you at the price game. Then another next thing is the offers and other things. If you're playing on offers and other things as well, people are buying for the offer and other. They just tend to take advantage of it. Offer is an add-on. Your identity should be that I am designing specific jewelry for so and so category. If it is kids. If it is LGBTQ, like she said, which is an amazing suggestion. LGBTQ or women. You're good, or one particular kind of women. Sanchari is a kind of woman who's very different from my mom. So you see, you need to focus on one customer, one group, and then grow from there. That is where your focus should be on.
Okay.
Right, one particular user.
Sure, I'll work on it.
Yeah, solve that problem.
Can you give me that black pen? Another thing for some of you others also, there was another Divya who wanted to put a, thank you, that black pen from there, who wanted to do jewelry designing. So jewelry, there is nothing nowadays, a lot of jewelry company, resin, all this, these ones I get for 100 rupees. So there is no differentiating factor in jewelry based on design. If you are trying to promote an artificial jewelry brand or clothing brand, based on design, that will not work because everything can be copied. What you will make 10 days later, Alia Bhatt ka lehenga is selling in Sarojini Nagar in the next 2 weeks somewhere. What you can differentiate is on one, the market. Okay, please understand this. The market you can distinguish. That is why I suggested go for the LGBT market. Nobody is looking after this market. Okay. Second, perhaps you could take a target of working women. Working women do not have time to pick up jewelry and all it, but they want to look good. Can you make for them a subscription box where every month they subscribe? It comes with 3 or 4 pieces, 2 for ethnic, 3 for Western look, that they can mix and match with their outfits. Then at the same time, you give them an outfit booklet that these are the things that you can wear with it, mix and match, give them guidance. That you, even if you're somebody who knows nothing about jewelry, this is what you can do and you can pair it with. You can start looking for young teenagers. Teenagers are into a lot of fashion and they do fast fashion and all. Can you create a set of monthly theme boxes? Like Saurabh mentioned K-pop. So 1 month they have a K-pop box where there might be keychains, there might be necklaces for it. Or another idea that you can work on is so kids, when they have birthday parties, they have to give return gifts, right? And they have to at the same time give gifts. Can you make customizable box for mothers? For example, you give them 10 boxes at a discount rate, which could have certain jewelry. With a jewelry, just make necklace, like a plain charm, and that charm, one of the charm comes from the birthday of Raju, Ramesh, or whoever birthday it is. So think of these things. Can you create corporate pins for the whole company to wear? Like those tie pins and all. Focus first, look at a segment and then try to answer what is that segment's problem that I can solve.
Correct. See, to add to what Sansari said, how most of us, when we think of I want to do a business, is I have an idea and I'll just sell my, I'll do this idea and I'll find a person who will buy that idea. That is how we go. Or I have a design, I like doing this. I'll find people who want it and we struggle our life. Instead, what you have to focus on is I just discovered this problem for which no one is providing a solution. And as a solution to that problem, I will do so and so. Start with the customer, not with what you can give, what you want to give.
Don't get obsessed with your idea. I'm telling you, the biggest businesses fail because one person gets obsessed with an idea. Mera idea best hai, I can sell it.
Correct.
Focus on the problem you are solving. I'll show you an example. All of you know about resin art, resin jewelry. It's becoming thing. I've shown this example before also. I'm sharing it again. She came on Shark Tank. What was her specialty? Same resin art, but she started building a story around it. That these flowers come from this, these
nice.
Flowers have a story, they have a representation, every flower has a theme. Every month you can order a flower design according to the theme and all. So you can change with it, okay? Another sector that you people can work with, fashion and jewelry and all that nobody is looking after, is this mysticism. A lot of people are now going towards spirituality, manifestation, Ho'oponopono, tarot, etc. Nobody is making clothes for them. I am, for example, a person who would, like this t-shirt he's wearing, talk to me when the chakras are inclined. We would love if somebody had some yoga special, some manifestation t-shirts for them. So if you're somebody, Mayuresh also wanted to work on a kurta t-shirt thing, work on this. You could work on a brand that looks after a particular segment, tarot card readers. They have Rakhi is a tarot card reader. You could give them accessories. You could have more star themes, those constellation themes, prints, etc. Work on that.
In order for you to think like how Sansari said, give them boxes, give them pins, and in order for you to think, you need to start thinking of the customers. You have to follow up the customers. That's just it. That's just the key. Okay. Awesome work. Wishing you all the best.
Mira is next. Another concept I want all of you to get it. This was educational as well, I told you. There are two types of entrepreneurs. One is a love entrepreneur. One is an arranged entrepreneur. Okay. What is an arranged entrepreneur? Would you like to tell them?
You can tell.
So, yeah, he doesn't remember. That's why he's saying this.
Hey, then in that case, I'll tell.
Tell.
Okay, see. What do you do in an arranged marriage? You don't challenge the art shark. So what do you do in an arranged marriage? Your parents find someone for you and you settle for them. In a love, right? And then later, if love happens, right? Marriage first, love later. That is arrangement marriage. In love marriage, love first, marriage later. So arranged entrepreneurs are those who who have a service that they want to sell. For them, it's a service. It's a product first. Customers' needs are secondary. Love entrepreneur is in love with the customer. They understand the customer's pain points. And for the customer, they're ready to do whatever it takes.
So me and Niranjan are very two different kind of entrepreneurs. Yes. Niranjan is an arranged entrepreneur. He fell in love with art. He fell in love with teaching art. He knew that I can teach art. So then he started teaching art. He was experimenting with, I will teach bored housewives. I will teach students. I will teach interior idols. I will teach everyone. Usme se jiska hit ho gaya, the formula works, that will become my business model. Whereas I am a love entrepreneur. I first fell in love with the students. I decided that, oh my God, they are facing a problem. They are facing a problem of mental health. Then I started thinking backwards. What can I do to help their mental health? What is the problem that I can solve with them? I started talking to them more. I started learning more. And then I came up with the concept of Zen Gym. So you have to choose. And there are no pros and cons of it. But the thing is, if you are an arranged entrepreneur, then you have to be very good at your service. You have to offer a service that nobody else is offering. You have to offer it the best in the market. Okay. If you are a love entrepreneur, you have to be constantly, you have to be very assured. You have to know your customer very well. You have to live with them. You have to face it. For example, Huri, why is she able to articulate her problem so well? Because she's been there. She's gone into that city. She's a love entrepreneur. She starts from there.
Right, that's absolutely the way. See, the both kinds of entrepreneurs have their strengths. So if you know, later, if you want to look for a co-founder, you can look for that. Like, if I was the only person managing, there would hardly be an interaction, but you will get very good classes. If she was the, you know, so this thing happens because she is a love entrepreneur. She does most of the interaction. So what do you say? While I can focus on bettering the experience, and
I can tell him the problems that it is facing. So, and another tip here, I'll take one more second before Kimira. I'll just take one more second. Do not be afraid to get a second person on board. Collaboration works well. You can share half your brain. Once when you start doing your business, no, if it's only you will, I know there are a lot of hesitation. Partner cheat karke chala gaya, partner ye karke chala gaya. That is of course there. Niranjan's, you've heard the story. His partner had cheated him, there's there. But in case you find somebody good, and don't depend on a family member, take somebody, pay them a salary. For example,
find complementary strength.
Find your complementary strengths. For example, Huri is a psychologist. She might get very close to it and she might be like, I want to do all of this. I want to take classes. I would advise Huri that you get on board somebody who's good with marketing. So you can focus on your strength on teaching and do it, and somebody else handles the marketing for you. Divya, for you might be a person who might be designing the jewelry. Get a person who understands the market, who does all of that for you. Hire complementary strengths. Okay, when people ask me who's the first person I hire, I say hire your weakness. If accounts is your weakness, find somebody who does account. Doesn't have to be a business partner. I strongly go away from the concept of business, but a hired person. तुम इतना पैसा लो महीने का, तुम काम करो. Exactly, Avni, that's what I say. Find a person, hire. Don't go for partnerships. Hamara business saath mein. Don't get into hamara. Tum ek employee ho, you take it and you do this. Not necessarily partners have to be 50-50 equity partners. You can just
a business partnership is a much more close alliance than a marriage partnership. You'll be spending more time with your business partner than your own. So you have to be very careful.
Actually, I have seen such examples in my family only. If partnership business don't work.
Yeah.
Everyone, we have seen such examples here in the home itself of people being cheated and doing it. His father got cheated by his partner once. He has got cheated by a partner once. So, okay, Kimira pani pi rahi hai. She's hydrating. Chalo, Kimira.
So let's Kimira, or let's give it to Saurabh, because I think we've had a lot of women come out.
After Kimira, we'll do Saurabh.
All right. Let's go, Kimira.
Hi, good evening, Soul Shark. I hope I'm audible.
Soul Sharks. We are Soul Sharks. Okay.
Yeah. So, as we know, mostly eggs are...
Give us a moment.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can start.
Can I? Yes. As we know, eggs are a good very source of protein and unsaturated fats, which are very good for heart. But there are other things which eggs provide, like choline, which is good for brain, white A, good for eyes, white E, which fights germs and protects cells, calcium and white D, which helps to maintain strong bones, zinc to boost immune system, white K and folate, and etc. All these are also given by eggs. And the best part about eggs is it can go with anything and everything and can be eaten in n number of forms and varieties. Eggs doesn't bore you. You can have healthy eggs, sweet eggs, savory eggs, spicy, crunchy, add-on, etc. And eggs are kind of like mood food. According to your mood, you can eat eggs. So what I want to do is I want to set up a small restaurant which has eggs from AM to PM. You can start your day with eggs, have eggs in your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And my major category of people are students, colleges, kids, and all that. As the place where I am, I want to set up, I have colleges and schools, working parents and all. So it will be very quick, healthy, and tasty food. So I want to start a restaurant. With that, I have few sustainable ideas like which I can turn my eggshells into clay eventually without wasting my eggshells. And since there are many schools nearby, I want to set up an interactive mini farm because my dad is in egg business, like poultry business since the past 20 years. So I have seen it and grown with it. So these will be my extensions later. Once I set up a restaurant and it is running good, I want to
All right.
do these.
First,
Yeah,
Kimira,
thank
I
you.
want you to tell everyone how was that Ikigai session for you? Because all of this had come for you. Tell them how was that Ikigai one-to-one session that we had. Tell them.
I was
Yes.
listening by the side. I know it is awesome.
Yeah, basically, before my Ikigai, I was looking into my accounts of our business, and that way it is not my due job. Just because our accountant was missing, I just went into it and I was looking into our accounts and all. But yeah, I have a kid, and post kid, I was kind of jobless. Before I used to work in IT, but yeah, I learned stock market. I used to do trading and all that, but there is no sole purpose, right? No need to rush and do anything for me. But post Ikigai, I got the boost from Sansari. Like what she said matched my intentions internally, but I never have taken them seriously.
So happy you're doing it. So I have talked, we had discussed all these three ideas in your Ikigai. So I'll tell you which one is the idea that suits me most. So that I like the most, the restaurant idea of AM to PM, those exist. Hey, Egg Factory in Bangalore, somebody mentioned,
Yes.
it's already there. What I wanted you to do is an experiential farm, like experiential farm you can do where people, because you said a lot of schools and all of are there. So imagine that on an excursion, these schools come, it's a complete thing. Don't focus on just a restaurant part or something. It's a complete thing. You can build up something like the Hamley ka play area hota hai na, where a student comes, these children can learn to play with hens. People don't usually see hens as pets. They are like dog cute hota hai, but hens are extremely lovable as well. So you can organize events like excursion, group events for schools and colleges to come, where they come in a bus and you take them to the egg farm, you explain them the whole process of doing eggs, and then they get to work with it. The clay the egg clay is, by the way, a genius idea. I don't know if others are doing this, if others are working with this, but in case you are not doing it, start patenting it if you can do, because this can be a game changer. Imagine the pitch that you said was eggs have unsaturated protein, they have best cells of this and do. If you had said it that everybody eats the egg, but they don't know what to do with the eggshells. I want to create an ecosystem where every part of this hen, chicken, poultry is used. When we had a discussion, you had told me that the chicken ka droppings are also used as fertilizer and all, right? So you should talk about how you have built an egg ecosystem where right from the feed to the shells to the yolks to everything is being used in some part of the company or not. You can work on giving an experiential for people. People come, children play with that eggs, then they can decorate those eggshells and make it into souvenirs and take it back from there.
I would love to visit.
Niranjan will eat half your eggs and chickens there if he comes there. Don't invite him, but go with an experiential. That is the spelling I wanted. Experiential farm. Where people come and do stuff with eggs.
Recently, we visited for our grandmother's 80th birthday. We visited a theme park called Mango Meadows. So that is a themed park, which is about nature. Similarly, you can also create, if you're inviting schools and others, you can have
per ticket for nothing.
So basically they had a lot of trees, they had boating, they had some farms, and we found this two-wheeler drive which we both enjoyed. You can even have something like a mini train, chicken train. Can have these of course require investment, but later on in the park,
hey, Kimira ke paas bahut paisa hai. She is very rich. She's got a lot of money.
But you can have these like these cars, these small trucks or something, tuk-tuks in the shape of chicken, and kids can enjoy driving that.
Mascot coming.
You can create. I love this idea of this whole experience like theme thing, and more than the restaurant, I think restaurant can be a part of this, right? Restaurant can be a part of this whole ecosystem. So your focus should be on the ecosystem. That is why your pitch should be. And see, the thing about using the eggshells to create the plane for and all these things, that's genius. You can hold workshops in this place where the kids come. That can be part of this whole, what is it, vegetarian experience, where they come and they play with it and they learn about it. They appreciate this. I think this is an amazing idea.
So
and
here I'll add one more information for all of you. Don't think of selling your product. Think of resale as well. If you have an egg restaurant, बहुत दूर, like she lives in the little outside the city and all, ठीक है. Once maybe me and Niranjan get very excited, हम अंडा खाने चले गए. क्या मतलब, like even if it's extraordinary taste, it's Michelin level test, I will probably go there once. But when you build an experiential form, like for example, Appu Ghar and all, every time my kids say I want to go and have fun, I will pick them up and I will say, let's go there.
Let's go there.
So that becomes increases your resale value. With restaurants and there, you will be spending constantly money and getting new customers. Here you can just focus on this. Somebody comes, they enjoy it, you give them a referral coupon ki next time you come, you get 10% off.
I'll tell you a secret that we don't tell it to most of other people. When you attended a workshop for the first time, most of you registered in with a 150 rupees ticket or 200 or 100 rupees, whatever price you paid. For every customer who comes for us, we are putting money at stake. In fact, you think that we are earning money on the first thing. Some of you might have done the calculation, 300 into 100, 30,000 you got. No, we are spending 60,000 so that you're coming. In fact, for the first workshop, we are paying you to learn from us. Our profits, whatever is coming from when you join in for the advanced classes. So you see, there is money what goes into acquiring customers. It's called customer acquisition cost, or CAC as short. Every time when for a restaurant that is in isolation, you have to market, you have to do word of mouth. There is time and effort that goes into it. Whereas the biggest businesses, how they do is they apply this method called cross-selling, where the same customer buys from them again and again, different products of the same person. In that way, you put in money first to bring a customer, they'll keep buying from you. So in an ecosystem, like what Kimira said, the greatest advantage is you have to market that place. They come there at the ticket price, you might not make any profit. It's called, you reach break even there. Then they buy from the restaurant. They will take the rights. They will take any other shops or anything that is there. They will, buy the workshop experience that is there, the products and everything. That is where the profit comes, and that is where you can make huge profits.
Dude, Kimira, you put a man in an egg costume, people will take pictures with him.
I know, right?
It is not easy to think of it's just very, very simple. And please give this man a hand. He eats 16, 17 eggs a day. I am tired.
Not so much. Now I eat whole eggs.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, not 16 whole eggs. I used to eat 16 egg whites. Now I eat 4 whole eggs and 1 whole chicken a day. That's just it.
By the way, guys, please don't be offended by my expressions and all. My this side of the face is dead. I got a nose piercing done today. You can see my nose is all pink. So I can only emote using this side. Okay, I can't emote much with this side. Don't think I'm judging you or something.
I'll share the video. I have the video.
It's dead. Okay, now we'll do with Saurabh because it's right. I haven't heard a man for a
Yes. Go ahead.
Let's go with. By the way, for all of the people, Saurabh is my brother and he was the only one who was invited to my wedding. We are very close since college. 10 years back it's been there. He's like my Mubola bhai, and I consider him bigger than my real brother. I don't have one, but this is it. So I'm very proud to see you, Saurabh, doing this. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Saurabh.
2 minutes on the clock.
2 minutes on the clock.
Nepotism नहीं करते हम, तुमको भी 2 minutes ही मिलेगा. चलो. Start. You're on mute.
Hi guys, I am Saurabh Parmar. I am a landscape architect by profession and self-taught artist at heart. So I left my job around last October thinking that, okay, I I'm doing design, but I also want to contribute more to what this field can offer to the people. So with that idea, I thought that probably I'll go into something where I can explore the new dimension in it. And with that thought, I thought let's start with an Instagram ID where I can share my ideas. And that's how Curious Lab happened, because it's not just about landscape, but it is also about people who live in it. And so the idea for me was, like Sanchari explained, that how the ikigai should happen. It should be about something which is your profession, something that you have to love, something that you can have a vocation, like something that you can give back to the society. So with that idea, I thought that I am a landscape architect, and which is my profession, and I am taking up like work as a designer from that. But what I love is visual art, and I like expressing my art in different forms, and I do want to give it out to the people, like and I see the problem with the people over here is like people do create visual art, but sometimes it is not coming from them. It's like why Picasso is given so much importance, because he had that thinking, his way of life behind him. So I think everybody has that potential. It's like everybody is an artist. Every child is an artist. It's up to you that how to keep that child alive. So I think with that philosophy, I would like to go in and explore people and their own inner child, and create their own language of art, which is missing. And people actually pay millions and thousands of dollars to go to institution and
Okay,
explore
time's
the.
up.
Time's up. Time's
Oh
Time's
my
up,
God.
Saurabh, but even though you ran out of time, but I have known him for so many years. I think this is the most confident that I have heard you, and I feel so proud. Aise आंसू आ रहे हैं, but my waterproof mascara नहीं है, so I'm not crying. This is, I feel like,
right. And I'm
we
very
are at
proud.
the same age. I've always been a bigger sister, and it's really nice to hear you at this phase and all it. It's beautiful. So I don't know, should I publicly, you criticize him first, then I will do.
You don't want to go first?
You go first.
I couldn't
Saurav,
finish.
I'll tell you, being an artist myself and being a former architect, not yet an architect dropout, I'll tell you, all of this is visual. And you're talking about art. See, when you're talking about art itself, when I say I'm an artist, the first question everyone asks me is, what artist? Are you a film artist?
No,
There
visual
itself-
People say that to you.
Yeah, they ask, are you a film artist? Do you work in films? So the conflict there itself arises that when you're talking about art, what you think is not what others think. So whenever you're pitching something with regards to art, show your work. Start creating curiosity and interest by, you can very easily share screen from your laptop and you can have shown, these are some of my works. This is what I do. This is what traditional you could have started, see, this is what your buildings are. The buildings look like matchboxes. Landscape lawns look so boring. This is what it can be. These are my works. See, so when you show work, that immediately piques curiosity, and a picture speaks 1,000 words. Okay,
that is exactly what my feedback would have been also. So last time we had talked, Saurav, I talked about this only, that don't overestimate or underestimate the intelligence of your audience.
correct.
Sometimes you might said like when Kimira said, she started talking about eggs ka protein, eggs ka this and all. She wanted to give a lot of information. All of this we already know, eggs are good at protein and all. So there she started underestimating the audience. You on the other hand overestimated the intelligence. You are assuming people know what is visual art. People don't understand. A lot of them would have been still be like, what exactly is visual art? Is it pottery? Is he talking about painting? Is he talking about a medium? That way. So like, how would I say? Simplify the terms. Don't use a lot of jargons and doing that. The second is, I could not understand for a very long time what is the USP of this. He wants to teach visual art, but it is art. Niranjan is also teaching visual art. Only when you said about the inner child part, I realized that you want people to be more free with their art. You want them to use as an art language and all. Again, here you have to clearly define how. Because what we do is also taking them to an inner child. Doodling is also taking to an inner child. So you need to define it. On the other hand, Saurabh, since I know you this, I'm telling from experience, your focus should be on environment conservation. You have been a person who is very, very close to nature. who knows a lot of names of plants, who knows a lot of trees and all. Your work should be in the area of this. Perhaps think, Saurav, can you start a digital Procreate class where as they draw a tree, you tell them about the tree as well. You know so much about the knowledge of tree. You know, for example, one class you're teaching them how to draw people tree. Tell them what is the name of the people, what is its use in landscaping. Next day you are trying some other tree. I don't know other trees. I call trees but good tree, beautiful tree only. But every time you talk about a tree, what are its benefits? How can they go into landscape? You can launch a full-blown course on Skillshare, an academy or somewhere where design students can understand about how to preserve trees, how to grow trees, and how to draw them.
Conservation. Right, that conservation, that can be the keyword, and you can be a mascot for them.
Yeah.
There was one thing actually I missed, which was about, giving out. I wanted to collaborate with the like-minded people. Like I have a lot of colleagues and friends. I have talked to them. They are interested in it. So it's about like collaborating and talking about environment, landscape, urban landscape to be specific, and create a community amongst us so that if any student who wants to learn from me probably will want to learn from other person from other field as well.
That is brilliant. That is a brilliant idea. That is a great idea. Some of you might be good at urban landscape. Some of you might be good in space issues on how to fix. Some of you might be good at irrigation. Build a community. That is the biggest word. So 2 words you should have used is conservation and community. Okay. Thank you so much, Saurav, for doing this. I know how much it means to you and how much effort this must have taken.
Amazing.
Okay. So next we'll do Avneet.
Yeah, Avneet. Yes.
So we are running out of time, but don't worry, we will continue this session tomorrow. Honestly, when I asked for volunteers, I didn't think so many people will turn up.
I'm extremely proud. And I think you're doing an amazing work in the class.
She's an inspiration for all of us.
All right.
She's an inspiration for all of us.
CEO Avneet Kaur, what is your pitch?
Avneet is one of the very first members of this entire Soulflow family. So I'm very excited.
Avneet, before Zenzim existed, Avneet existed.
Thank you.
So, I mean, before we started the whole concept of Zenzim, when Soulflow was about art and pen illustration classes, Avneet was there. And now you're here.
Do you know me and Avneet met in Shikha's class?
Yeah, we met in
a part of Shikha's class as well.
So let's
go start.
Yeah. Hi, I am Avneet and I have a business of kids store. It's named Newbies. I want to expand my business to the online level. And in online business, I'm planning to take the kids hair accessories and footwear business in that. In present market, the hair accessories is a 31.6 billion company, billion US dollars company with a CAGR of 7.7%. And footwear is 17.53 billion US dollars with a CAGR of 8.12%. My USP in this will be offering a family art therapy sessions for the regular customers who will be buying regularly, so that the kids and the parents can get time for both family time, as parents don't have that much time for kids. I will be giving a arts therapy session for the regular customers so that they can get a better bonding with each other, as art therapy is a very good field in which kids can explore themselves and parents as well, they can explore. The inner child can be explored. That's all.
So first of all, Avneet, I know you forgot a lot of things. I know under you forgot it. I know you so well by now. But hats off to you, Avneet. You yourself have seen the changes. I think if we had done this 2 months back, you would not even have unmuted yourself. But give yourself a tap for this, Avneet. This is a long way you have come. You people probably don't know, she even has designed the logo of Newbies. We had sat together. We have made a proper vision board. Avneet is undoubtedly, I'm telling this shamelessly, Sandhya, Sonal, everybody, she's the best student of it. Never misses a class.
Even during the art classes.
Sometimes she's busy with her housework. She's still hearing our classes. I say like podcast ki tarah suna ke chal rahi hai. Beautiful, Avneet. So Avneet, I had, when you had posted, first of all, CAGR is a bade words you are using and throwing at me. I was like, what has happened with this mummy who was sitting in the, like, not knowing this job kya karna hai and doing it. So I think you are inclined towards this art therapy and all, family art and all of it. But what I suggested to you also was this: why don't you create, जैसे Hamleys ने क्या किया है? Hamleys क्या बेचता है? Hamleys does not sell toys. Hamleys sells experience. Most of the parents who come there don't buy anything. They are like, बच्चा free में खेले. Let them play with it and doing it. You can open, since your specialty is this mall, retail store, etc. And that's where I also see you, I told you. You can have a retail store where there is a place for kids to play and all. What happens is, mummiya shopping karne jati hai, kids start crying. Mummy, mummy, mummy. So mummies don't get time to do it. Can you build something in a retail store where every day after school, the mummies can come and do their shopping while their kids are taken care of, responsible people, nannies and all. They have a playroom area. So moms don't feel guilty about what they're doing, but at the same time enjoy themselves. At the same time, at this mall, you could be organizing events like mummies get together where they can discuss which is the best diaper or what are they doing it. And you can create a community. In your city, you can create this hub for moms to hang out and chill. And at the same time, if they're hanging out there chilling, kya karenge? They will shop. And that's where you'll make the money from. So focus on that. Then slowly, when mummies are already involved in you, mummies are happy with it, then you can start introducing, let's get into art therapy, let's do it. But first, and I'm telling you guys this, I told you, right? Think about the audience. Moms are a very, very loyal audience, because mummiyon ka kya hai, once they know this product is good for my kid, they will become advocates of it. Mummiya talks also to different mummies, so they'll constantly tell them. So find these audience who are talkers. For example, a big issue with us is we work with mostly mental health people. People don't want to go out in the market and tell openly. A lot of you do कि हमें mental health issue है, हम treatment करा रहे हैं and doing it. But mommies are like, hey, my God, do you know I discovered the best place for us to hang out. Moms don't have, you understand, all of you are moms, right? You don't have a lot of places, kid-friendly places to go. You can't go to watch a movie, kid will start crying. You can't go to eat because your kid will get fussy. Why not get them a place where they can meet, shop, and go do it? Right? So Avneet, work on this idea. Work on an idea of...
Actually, I was thinking of something that can be started in an online platform rather than being on a store basis.
यार ऑनलाइन का ना, आई एम सेइंग व्हाई टू गो इट फ्रॉम, क्योंकि मम्मी ऑनलाइन से परेशान हो चुकी है, उनको घर से बाहर जाना है. यू आर, I told you, know, what is the problem you are solving? Online में तो they can go to different communities. Facebook में right now there are 7,000 mom communities. They can join it, they can do it. Give them an op, because that's your strength, Avneet. You have already sitting in a shop, you maintain it, you know how to do stuff, how to get it. Your core can be this itself. Battle and organize a community of offline women. There is your strength. 100%. Because offline में ना you can make them spend. Online में कितना ही खर्चा कराओगे, online shopping करा दोगे, एक आध बार कराएंगे, but you make the, जैसे I'll explain to you. Whenever you go to a place to just buy a coffee, you start feeling guilty. यार मैं ऐसे कैसे AC के लिए, Wi-Fi के लिए बैठ जाओ, let me order coffee, let me order some tea. You go there for the experience. That's what happens to us also every time we go to CCD. तो वही है, उनको वाईफाई की जगह you are giving them entertainment and they are paying you for it. So
very proud of the way you become.
I am. She's gone such a long way. I'm going to tell Shikha that देखो ये she started from where you are no longer a housewife like I
started from the bottom, now we're here.
Now CEO.
Start from the bottom, now we're here.
Okay, so who wants to go next? Let me see.
We're still doing this. I thought we were going to.
Once, let us take one more.
How many more people have to come so I can understand?
Rakhi, are you available? We can do it with you, Rakhi, now. Tomorrow we'll take the more. Today I know a lot of people are getting the confidence. जैसे सोनल देख के कर रही है, अच्छा कल मैं करूँगी. सोनल की यहाँ तक pitch आ गया है, कल it will come out of her.
Even I was just thinking the same कि कल होएगा तो very good.
ये हेमा जी भी ऐसे स्माइल कर रही है, सबको thumbs up दे रही है. कल मैं it's your day.
I will try now if you have.
Okay.
I will try.
You want to do? Okay, let's do Rakhi then Hema. Both of your businesses are very same, so I want you to do both of them together. It will be lovely. Let's start with Rakhi. Rakhi is ready with background and all.
I love this. Yeah.
Nice, chalo.
See, first of all, I'm
Yeah.
not ready. I've not even seen the last one. And I've prepared the pitch only at 7:50. So, I don't know if it's right or wrong or what.
It's okay, just start.
Start.
Okay. Hi, Soulful family and Soul Sharks. My name is Rakhi Gehi. I am a certified tarot reader. But before being certified, I was a self-taught tarot reader. I'm a tarot reader more by passion than profession, right? So, but now I've taken it as a profession. I read tarot cards on a personal level for one-to-one basis, as well as for corporates. Being a psychic as well as a claircognizant, my specialty in reading tarot cards is going to the depth of the problem that the seekers come asking for, and then analyzing the problem, that is getting to the root of the problem, being a number 3, as we say in numerology, and then arriving at an organic answer and solution to any issue or question. Now, the solution that I provide is always holistic in such a way that the seeker can do it comfortably and with ease. The remedies that I suggest for their outcomes includes concepts like with tarot healing, numerology, healing with angels, candle magic, aromatherapy, and crystal healing. Now, my newest methods of holistic healing include journaling, preparing vision board, manifestation, offering gratitude that is inspired by my great mentors, Niranjan and Sanchari. People who have taken readings from me find their answers very accurate, and the remedy is very doable, and hence we achieve great results together. They get everything, guidance as well as the healing products all under one roof. Yeah, so that's about it right now.
Okay, so 15 seconds left. First of all, Rakhi, you also know this is not you. You know this, right? This is not you. This is not who your personality is. This is not what you are, but good try. I am not going to give you a lot of reading basis on this because I know you. You are not this person who will read out a list and tell their titles. It is important as a coach. Next, Hema is going and tell. As a coach, it is important to not see everybody knows who wants to get tarot done. They know what is tarot. Yeah. You have to focus on your personality that people will like, trust, and get it. Ki haan, isse karaungi, okay? So now I was a tarot card reader myself. I am still a tarot card reader. I did a good business, but I'm going to tell you one thing very clear. Just doing tarot will not kick it. Because tarot ka itna competition hai na, yeah. Now every 22-year-old picks up a tarot card deck and calls themselves a tarot card reader. So you have to have some differentiating point. One, it could be number of terms of clients you have. Okay, like I have changed the life of 500 clients. That could be your differentiating factor. Second differentiating factor that you can do is probably get into a niche one. For example, when I would do tarot, what have I done? I have mixed Ikigai and tarot with it. Something that nobody else is offering. It sounds very elusive. It is able to combine a field that people are ready to pay money for. You can do something like a relationship tarot. For example, I have 2 people I can choose to get married to. I'll come with you and ask you ki inme se kaun sa pati acha hai. Maybe you can help them build a career one. I am confused with my career paths that I have. What can I get to do with it? Find a niche and call yourself an expert at that, rather than calling yourself a tarot card reader, a healer, doing.
Yeah. Okay, so that's where I said my expertise was going to the depth, to the past of the problem, like, to the depth of the problem. So like going to the past and then go to the present and future.
Past therapy, identifying people, say things like I can create a blueprint where you can identify the problems in your past to do it. But at the same time, these are things that can't be verified. Okay, you need to use in more strong things, like probably involve a part of science into this, add into this. Another thing that you did not talk about, which I felt was your business, Rakhi. I've given you an idea and she's not worked on it. I'm very angry. That candle subscription box. You are so good at making candles, etc. Why don't you make a theme box every month? For example, one theme could be summer charms. 1 month it could be mystical nights. You create a theme box and give other tarot card reader. I told you कि मुझे ये सब incense और इसका इतना जरूरत पड़ता है. Rather than giving कि 250 का एक candle ले लो, ये ले लो, you give a surprise box. उस box में there is a spell. Maybe you can create those glass bottle के अंदर एक छोटा सा spell डाल के you can give me. Maybe you can give me a special scented incense. You can even ask people to customize their incense. Like for luck, they get one incense. For this, you can get it. People might not believe in coming to you every time for tarot, but they love collecting things. Isha, I don't know if she is in there. People love these mysterious things and all. So maybe could have, like, you are learning art and all. Every month you could have a one special tarot card of the year that they can use as a book cover, bookmarks and all that. Create a tarot based book subscriptions box.
To add to this one, I personally don't believe in a lot of the tarot readings and all of this. So I am not the kind who would go to a person for a tarot reading. But yet I value solutions. If someone is able to genuinely identify a problem and tell these are the solutions that you can do, I respect that. So your focus, in order to make it more solution oriented, you have to have a specialty. When you say that your specialty is going into the past, and you can make it a regressive therapy. You can make it more about regressive therapy, and that is something I can relate to. This person can dig into my past and tell me these are the problems. So the narrower, you can go into it, the deeper you will be able to go. And another add-on to this is getting into products.
Products is your beginning sell. It's not going to be tarot, it's product.
Yeah.
Previous point that I touched upon, customer acquisition cost. Every time you're getting a customer, unless it's purely word of mouth. If it is word of mouth, you will not be able to scale beyond the point. You'll have to put in money into marketing.
Correct.
Then half of the money that the customer is paying, or maybe the full amount, will go into just getting the person in here. For you to get there, your solutions can often be something like, okay, so these are the problems that I'm currently seeing in the past. Maybe I'm making up a solution. Currently, the problem that I'm seeing is your bedroom is not right. The energy in your bedroom is not right. And because of this, carrying your past trauma still being hung up. So what you need to do, you will have to cleanse it. And how to cleanse it? Here are my candles. Here are my mirrors. Here are my drawings. See, when someone is applying, a lot of this works on faith.
This is all on faith.
Feng Shui, all of them work on faith. So the stronger, what you will have to play on is the faith of that the customer is.
That's true.
And offer them solutions based on that, rather than offering them generic solutions they can go on the outside. Let them place their 100% faith in people and what they're doing. You can do this by observing what Isha Yoga is doing. He is offering that I have sanctified Rudraksha bead. You can have that. I have a yantra. Take that. Right. You can learn from all the other all the other saints and all the other healers and everyone else.
Raki, I'll add from a marketing point of view, if your niche is the people who want to get their past and all it, how will you find such people? There is going to be no way on Google ad marketing that people, even if people believe in tarot, they might not want to be specifically looking for past solutions. So my recommendation for a box, because it is
trauma, it can be about.
Wait 1 minute. I'll tell you what, Niranjan does not believe in tarot. I believe in tarot. Okay. So if your ad of a tarot class comes to it, he will ignore it all there. But if your box of this magical box, of this surprise box you can give to somebody, he will think of a friend in his mind कि यार इसको देता तो इसको बहुत अच्छा लगता है ये box. Because incense, sticks, all of these things, you don't have to be a believer to buy them.
Correct.
And when people will subscribe your box, it will come with a small form or thing ki, if you want to get more readings done by me, contact me. So you are making money and then selling your product. Understood?
Yeah. So basically you're saying is first get into products, marketing of products, and then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's where the money will be getting more.
Focus on upselling and cross-selling, not just the consultation. Focus on what you can continuously offer them. beyond after the consultation is how can you, for the longer you can serve them, the more you'll be able to make out of a customer. And
Rakhi, people might not be very comfortable telling their experience over tarot on a video and give you a referral or a word of mouth or something.
Yeah, that is the problem I'm facing. People do come with a lot of these issues, but then they keep saying, you know, because they are on a network group, a ladies group or something like that, that I will not be able to put a feedback because then they will know I have come to you for tarot.
Exactly.
That is one problem I'm facing.
That will happen. That's why I'm saying. But if you give them a box, they will do the unboxing of it because there will be a surprise of the month every time. You can give them credits, send me an unboxing video, and next time I will give you one free candle. That is why you get into products.
Correct.
Here, an important lesson for all of you is this only. When you think of your idea as a service, try to think of a concept called cross-selling. What cross-selling? So there are two concepts here, upselling and cross-selling. Upselling is when, for example, you come for a 199 workshop, we tell you now learn more in this workshop by paying more money. So it's the same product, you paid less money, you get more product. But now if I tell you that, hey, you guys have paid and all, but my new book is out and this book will be for 3,000 rupees, buy it right now. That becomes a cross-sell. So for cross-selling and to increase your profits, you need to have a product as well along with your service. And that's how you make the money and the profit from.
Ma'am, the customer journey. When someone is coming to you, okay, from the first pain point, they have a problem they want to solve. That is where the starting point, from when they come to you till the place. When will they stop coming to you? When they have the problem solved. Till the point they have the complete problem solved. And if they want to empower even further, have an entire journey mapped out. Then you will have ideas whether you want to give them more and more higher end products, which is upselling, or complementary things like cross-selling. An example, a practical example of cross-selling that we see every day is chai samosa. You have chai, you have a samosa.
Correct.
And now, Niranjan, you are scaring me because these people will get the level 10 license this year only. Will they all leave me?
Then we'll have to upsell level then we'll have to
the ones who joins you will never leave you. I can guarantee that.
Chalo, where is Hema ji? Chaliye, aiye.
Let's go. I think this is the last.
Oh, Hema, have you worn a sari today? Oh, I thought you wore a sari specially for me today, and I was so happy. Chalo.
No. Let's.
I said the time.
All right, let's go.
Good evening, Art Tanks. So I would like to ask everyone here, how many of you sketched a design on a paper? And how many have you sketched a design for your life? Awesome. And this is for the people who are wanting to sketch the design for their life. So I'm a classic example of we can create our own life. I got married in 2001. I had my son in 2004. I lost my husband in 2005. And I had a lot of panic attacks, anxiety attacks, and also tried to commit suicide. And by academically, I'm a psychologist. So that helped me to keep myself up and survive, but not much. I needed more help. I took more help. I went to therapies. And then I always felt I needed more. I needed someone who can understand me and give me the right kind of solutions or the answers. I started seeking, I started learning. I've done a lot of studies after that, after a gap of 22 years. I started my studies back, and then I became that person who I was looking for. So I decided I'll be that for somebody there. And especially after pandemic, I'm also a well-being volunteer with NIMHANS. And NIMHANS gave a statement that within 2 years, anxiety and depression is going to be bigger than COVID. And the search engine also tells the second most seeked profession is life coaching. So I'm Hema Kalwadi, I'm a life coach. So I help you design your life. So I'm also law of attraction coach. So I work with the energy. And one of the law of energy says, when frequency matches, attraction happens. So I conduct my workshops, passive workshops, online workshops for journey to self-love, gratitude, and I have my personal coaching. That's how I help. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's a very, very nice pitch. And you said you are unprepared, you are not sure. This is, I think she was Janmuchki saying so that our expectations go.
No, I just prepared right now. I was just thinking what to articulate, how to articulate that. And everybody helped me in doing that. Thank you so much.
Very nice. So you also know that probably this was one of the best pitches I've heard. You started with a very strong story. You asked us to do something. None of them asked us a question.
Yes,
I was waiting some of them to ask me to do something, to do it. You were the first person who made me do something. Your single mother story, your strong story, bang on. Beautiful pitch. Okay. I love that pitch as a person. I mean, if I was listening to her, I would listen to her for an hour also, because you have such a nice personality. You have such a, it would make a very good TED talk also. But I will tell you something, and in that aspect, you have nailed it. But the business point of view, the business perspective is where I would not do it, because you yourself said the most seeking profession is life coach. So you are answering a question I already have. There are thousands of life coaches now. What is different in you? What is that one thing that you don't do? Life of law of attraction, Ho'oponopono coach also you are there, I know. But that is a very common field. In this community itself, I think there are 3-4 other coaches. So you have to, so there are 2 ways to go here. First, you should work on your personal brand, because you are the kind of person who people would love to invite, people who would love to hear from you. You should do more collaborations. I am strongly telling you, grow on Instagram, grow on Facebook, because you are the kind of person I want to listen. But do I want to buy from you? I might be a person who, like for example, Jay Shetty. I will listen to Jay Shetty for hours. But the second he tries to sell me, he has a tea brand called Sama with his wife. I have never even bought a single one. Because pricing ज़्यादा है. मुझे लगता है tea तो tea होता है ना. इसमें क्या special होगा? So, Hema ji,
I like her tea.
So Hema ji, the first thing that you should do about all of this is create a niche. And your niche, I told you before, is single mother. You should start being a life coach to single mothers who are trying to find their life and their blueprint, etc. Start working on writing a book, because that will increase your credibility as a life coach, etc. There's a very big life coach. I'm sure all of you have seen her, because she runs ads 24/7, and even I have learned her class and doing
Shilpa.
Shilpa. So we are, all of us, even for us, she has a 5 a.m. thing. She is now doing everything. So all our life coaches, etc., are actually have a lot of problem with this, because itna sara she is doing, itna sara money she is putting into ads, we can't compete with her. So look, she has already built her own community of coaches. So she is producing like, I think market mein saturation ho jayega ye. She will put in like, she's putting like 500, 600 people out in the coaches. Look at this. So this is going to get a very convoluted market. There is going to be a very clear differentiation you need to get. So start targeting on this. So join communities which are for single women. Try to show them, more than selling this life coaching, lead by example. This is my story. I have done this, but I'm not given up hope. The story of your suicide. Pooja Puneet also, yes. So all of this, so start building on your story and focus on sharing your story more. Then people will come to you. What is your secret, Hema? How do you do it? How do you look so pretty in this age? What is it, your secret? Then start doing it. Build your personal brand first.
Yes, sure.
Because you can attract people through that personal brand. Ho'oponopono agar karungi, mujhe 4 coach mil jayenge, but somebody like you teaching me is there. And yesterday I told you an idea about the embroidery part. I was expecting you'll say this only. You have designed your life print on there. I can teach you to embroider. You should take up a course like this, where people are, while doing Ho'oponopono chanting, they're embroidering it on a piece of paper. Invent your meditation methods. Rather than saying I'm a Ho'oponopono coach, mix it with something you know and put it out like add fancy words like I am a transgression Ho'oponopono coach. I am a law of attraction ki jagah you can say I have discovered the law of attraction's 8th rule. Say something that will stand out. Think about it. Read more books. Get in more words. You should listen to Mind Valley more. Go and listen to Vision more, because he uses all these big jargons, big words, and automatically attract.
My basic focus is on personal coaching. So I'm not a very high energy person where I want to take on a lot of webinars. Though I am doing it, last 2 weeks back, I coached 75 people for law of attraction. But my heart is not into webinars. My heart is into personal coaching. So I focus more on personal coaching, wherein what I bring is, it's a package of 10 sessions where I work with clients. It's a compulsory package of 10 sessions where I work with clients, where I work with the childhood, inner child healing, and the present state of mind. And I give them the blueprint of their belief system, which are not serving them, and help them break them to create the life they want. Because Louis A says, your outside is a reflection of your inside. So when I change my FTBA, my feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions here, then I'm going to change my experience out there. So we create a future also. It's like a whole cycle. So I'm more into personal coaching because that is where my passion and heart is.
That's the path also for you. But I want you to attract, like you said, that they're a celebrity coach. I want you to have like,
I want to be a
celebrity. So for that, you need to establish a lot of credibility and personal brand again. Like once you have a TED talk done for you, you can easily start at putting out there, because you can't run ads for celebrities, right? They don't see ads. Your will be through word of mouth. If somebody tells, like somebody saying, I'm going through depression, then they tell, oh, I know this TEDx speaker and this writer who wrote a very good book, like Louis Hay, you know, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
I intend to write 2 books this year. 2 books which I've decided, and I've started with my YouTube channel, which has almost like 500, 600 subscribers.
Oh, nice.
So I'm just coming up, starting with things. It's just that I'm too shy to be big.
What have you got to be shy about? Oh my God, you've got such a personality and all. What do you have to be shy on? And I'd suggest you to differentiate yourself a little. Start having, like, I have a flower, right? So people every end start probably wearing a particular color, or the way you do your hair. Build up a physical appearance for you that stands you out.
Personality has to shine through. Here, the recurring theme, what we are trying to tell you is that there are lots of coaches. You know, when you're talking about a life coach, it is a very broad category. And, you know, I can grow. My idea of a perfect life will be very different from someone else. Exactly. In order for you to get the right kind of person, only if you're getting the right kind of person, you're going to create people who are satisfied. For you to have that, you have to let your persona shine through. These are the ways you can have. These are the ways you can let your persona shine through. One, dressing, like Sanchari said, a particular kind of dressing, a particular fashion trend that you're following, that will attract a certain group of people. One. Second, see, look at all these coaches, Jay Shetty, Vijay, all those top coaches, Tony Robbins, they all have a certain way of moving. They have a certain way of dressing, a certain way of talking. So the distinguishing personality is very extremely important.
Next class, we are going to do this only. I'm going to work on brand personality.
And is the first. Second thing is, second thing is, Hema, is that you need to have a routine or a ritual which you're going to popularize. See, every coach has a routine, a ritual which contains the essence of the teaching. If you want to create results, you cannot tell everyone that spend 3 hours with me. I mean, spend 3 months with me and give results. You need to offer them something they can do in a few quick 10-15 minutes and then get results. See, we have wonderful routine. Vijay has 6-phase meditation. Then Sadhguru has Tony Robbins has his priming routine. Sadhguru has Shambhavi Mahamudra. You see, these are patterns you can observe in every person, every coach. So have a ritual. This is very important, that you have a ritual, and your idea is going to be that you're going to focus on this ritual, that you're going to tell people, do this ritual, do this ritual, do this ritual. That is around that your brand is going to be built.
Hemaji, I think all of you probably don't know one phase of this. We also do one-to-one coaching. I am working with one-to-one celebrities. He has a very high net individual clients we are doing. That is our business model as well. From these webinars and all, we establish credibility such that the word reaches to them and they didn't. One of our clients came out to it because our gym trainer was a gym trainer for him, and he told you must meet these wonderful couple and do it. So even our business model is not just this webinar, it is just to have credibility. We have transformed life of so many people, and that's how we get the people also.
I tell you, there is nothing wrong with
Patrons.
webinar. Webinar is a way to reach out to more people, and out of which you're going to, who is going to buy your consultation? Who's going to buy a one-to-one consultation? If you have a webinar where 100 people, you pitch to 100 people, out of that you might get 1 or 2 people who will even be ready to pay you in lakhs.
Don't completely diss off this idea. You are reaching out to more masses.
The thing is, it's a temporary phase because 1.5 years, but till 1.5 years back, I was more into culinary. Though I was doing everything in the background. Yes, if you see my Facebook page, you will know that I'm a self-made culinary trainer where I've trained thousands of people.
We are seeing so much talents here.
Thousands of people.
I saw you as an art student, and now look at all.
I'm technically very disabled, but when I took a leap of going on Zoom, then in my first session, I had 89 people from 13 countries.
Oh my God. That is
so
goals.
So I realized I should not be looking at my weaknesses. I should be looking at my strengths. My weakness was my technology, which I thought I'll never be successful in life because I don't know technology.
Yeah.
Then I said, what am I good at? Let me focus on that. So I brought in other people and they took care of the technology. I did only what I'm supposed to do.
बस यही है, कोई ये Zoom चलाना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है.
So webinars and things I have done. I have trained a lot of people in that way, but this probably menopause is playing around. So I want to be a little slow because of that.
Just get camera friendly. Your only skill that you need to develop right now is learning how to be more friendly with camera and being able to record more, because that is the word and all you are going to leave behind. And since Niranjan talked about a ritual, it was a very good, and you are a culinary thing. Why don't you do something about like a recipe of love? Teach people how to cook with love and
yeah, I do that. I have a journey to self-love WhatsApp workshop, which happens on every 1st of month till 30th of that month. It's a WhatsApp workshop. Every day morning they get up and they do that. And in my LOA thing, I teach LOA lifestyle, where you take a frequency up. Yes, where you take your frequency up.
Love to do that. So that's it, guys. That is the end for this. So in the all of you who are not part of the Platinum one and still joined in, I can see Shiraz had joined, Reema, Uma. I hope that you felt some value and you can see that what this change is doing. This is part of the social media and business boot camp that we are holding. First class was just business Ikigai, and look at the changes that has happened just after one workshop. They are pitching it. So in case you are interested in coming and becoming a part of this family, please drop us a link. We will love to connect you and get in part of this family. And all my Platinum members, all my CEOs, I can't tell you what I'm feeling right now. My whole face is dead.
Proud moment.
Yeah, I mean, the pain is, I'm just numb with so much of these feelings that they have done. Tomorrow, we will have a similar class, because I know now some of you will be more confident to share your pitches. You will be more interested to do that. Tomorrow, we'll have a similar class. It wasn't planned, but we'll do it for all the ones who were left out today. Go home, listen and think about what you gave, where you do. At the end of all of this entire 1 month, I'll make you do the pitch again and you will see the difference. Next class tomorrow, I thought we'll do a personality development, we'll do the brand development class, but we'll do the pitching only. And I will take your next class on Sunday, where we'll discuss how to discuss your brand.
So Saturday we won't be having a class?
Saturday, I will, let me figure out. Because I thought aaj class khatam ho jayega and kal karenge, I'll have to figure out a little bit.
Thanks, but it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I also after my pitch, all the pitches also, what I heard, I've noted down many points, many insights.
Oh, nice.
Almost a page full of insights.
Nice.
I was also surprised I came up with this whole OCD idea. I was like,
I tell you, know from your strength. Ikigai mein, that is why I keep on saying, make a list, journal. Like you, I think it is such a pity if you kept thinking of my psychology mein kya karu, and you could relate to OCD hai mujhe, main karti hu na uska treatment.
Right. And I've kept music as my passion and psychology as the profession. Alag hi rakha hai. Usme competitive nahi hona hai. So I'm learning
Chari, do we have
Love to
we have
continue.
masterclass of Canva on Sunday, right?
Yeah, we had to plan. Now why I'm trying to plan ki Saturday ko kare, Sunday ko kare. I'm planning that because I wanted to take a master class on Canva. Let me figure out thoda.
Okay.
Shiraz, I'll share the link with you in the groups. Okay, you can join in there. Thank you all for being such a beautiful audience. I thought, of course, felt good. I'm like a shark now.
I saw so much of Shark Tank because of all the links you sent. And luckily today all my clients were in the morning 9 to 1. So evening I spent watching Shark Tank and making courses.
It's very addictive. We start watching it.
Yes.
And just one more
Every
tip.
mail we watch.
I had one more thing I'd written down. I didn't tell all of you. None of you sold your product ki, hey, if you want to do 1-by-1 coaching with me, contact me.
I did that on
That is one lesson I want to tell you. Be shameless about your business. You should have added one line at the end of it. If you want to change your life, if you want to learn from this, I will be dropping my number in the chat. Contact me. What is the point of giving a pitch if you don't convert a client with it, if you can't tell it? Look at me. I told all through it. And then in the end, I said, if you want to join the social media workshop, if you want to get in, please drop a listen. I'll send a link. So every time you pitch, give them a CTA. A CTA is called a call to action, where you tell people now you follow me. Even you might have given like Instagram links and something. Ask them, I am ready to do a free class for you. Join me.
And this is something that you can also do later on when you are, if you are already thinking about teaching. See, now Instagram offers is that a button that you can immediately send a message to via WhatsApp or direct message on Instagram. Always add a call to action for every post. Buy this, get this, book a one-to-one call with me, book a free trial, get this, get that. With everything that you put, make it a call to action thing. Right? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. A lot of us carry a guilt in that I'm selling, there's something wrong with this. We'll talk more about overcoming the guilt, the fear of selling and everything. But it's very important that with everything you add a call to action. Brilliant. That's a brilliant point. So we would have loved to do this all night. How many more people are there? That's it.
We'll discuss on the group. I'll have to see how many people will be there.
We would have loved to do it all night, but of course we have morning class as well. 5 a.m. we have one-to-one classes. So it's time we go. Right? So take care.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye. For all of you who want to join it for the remaining of the webinars, the classes, we hold master classes like this every month. Just send us a message, me or somebody a message. We'll tell you how to take it more from that.
Don't send me a message. I'm going to cry now. My nose is blocking. I'm going to go and put ice on me. Send him only.
Yeah.
Not me.
Either of us.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Bye.